these. Put on my earbuds. Okay, everybody, what is good? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless wonder, the man Lincoln Clay, coming back at you with a little practice from our 24-hour lap race, the weekend before the 24 hours of Le Mans, in honor of that great race. I'm just adjusting a couple of things here, and I'll be ready to go here in a second. Here, adjust this real quick. Oh man. Hopefully there's no issue here with my settings, because my Oculus touch controllers don't seem to be paired up with the headset just yet. Make sure there's still batteries in them. Okay. All right, much better. Okay, so before I get into this race, some of you might already know. I think it's in the second week of June, I want to say. The 24 hours of Le Mans will take place, a 24-hour race. It's an endurance race. It takes place in France. And the track that it takes place on is the Circuit de la Sarthe. I absolutely love this track. And I love that race so much that the weekend before the 24 hours of Le Mans, I'm going to do a 24 lap race in honor of that. And I'm fiddling with the settings to try to turn on tire wear and fuel consumption and all that kind of stuff. But as of right now, the only thing I have turned on is a mandatory pit stop. So this is a 4 lap race with a mandatory pit stop. So, and I did turn up the aggression and the skill on the AI. So I will have to really work to win this race. Let me come get everything set with the chat here 1 second. There we go. Garuda, what's up? He said, right touch controller battery is low. Get a 4-wheel drive or the Stingrays. He said, please don't let me hold a sign that uppercut me into lap 2 in the Bigfoot territory. I only had a single sign for 1 lap. Boy, Garuda, you kill me. All right, let's get into this race. So again, this is going to be, oh boy. Now I just lost my wheel. Okay, looks like I'll have to unplug it and plug it back in. So 1 second, folks. Oh, this is not good. Okay. Hopefully we're good to go now. Yep. All right, let me adjust my headset and we can get on with the race. Get my earbuds in place. all that good stuff. All right, let's do this. I don't know if I like this angle though. Yeah, this Ford GT doesn't have the top end speed of the BMWs and the Corvettes. Yeah, it's going to be tough holding these guys off. Oh! Oh well, he spun out. Oh my God! That is going to cost me big time. Ah! Ah! And I got a low battery. And I'm in last place. Yeah, I had a lack of concentration when I spun out. That race was all mine. I think I'm going to go ahead and head into the pits now, too. I love the animation right here too. How all the pit crews are pulling out, waiting for the cars. You see this animation as you're going through. I absolutely love this.
All clear. Go, go, go.
You know, there is a speed limit coming out of the pits. I've got it set where it does it automatically. Oh my God, how did that happen? All right, I think I can officially throw in the towel on this race. All right, let me come back to the chat and see what you guys are talking about. See if you guys insult me here. Actually, I need to change the batteries too. Yeah, yep. I messed up. Give me a second, folks. Give me a second. I got to change the batteries on my controllers, and then I'll do one more race. Okay, simple little lapse of concentration just killed me. All right, give me a second, folks. Oh shoot, I got to put my glasses back on now too. Oh, this screen looked a little bit blurry. All right, found the controllers now. Okay. Uh Baltimore's MVP. Thanks for joining. Garuda, Shats. It's cool to see you on PCVR. I'm always playing on PCVR to tell you the truth, Shats. I just don't do it that much because of how much of a strain it puts on my PC. Um, but I do play quite a bit, tell you the truth. I mean, I barely touch my PlayStation VR. So now that I got a fresh battery in the controller, I think I could try this race one more time. And I had that race all wrapped up. That was a simple case of just me not concentrating because when I spun out that first time, I had a comfortable lead. Um, and I guess I was too busy trying to get through what I felt was critical curves, you know, um, as fast as possible. So lesson learned. Um, this next one may not be so easy because I set the grid to random, so they very well could start me at the back of the pack, and I have to fight my way back up there again. But let's see what we got. Let's run one more race. Reset the view. Got to race smart. Let's go. not again. Oh my god, another lack of concentration. Last time. Oh! I thought I was going to get hit with a penalty for jumping the gun. Oh! And I dive bombed in there. I did the very shit that I complained about. I took a chance. That was totally on me. Oh my god. I think that is a wrap. I do not know how to turn the car back over. I took a chance. I took a dumb chance. That I took a dumb chance. All right, let me come back to the chat and see what you guys got to say about me screwing up on that one. One second. Let me grab the controller. All right. Boy, did I ever screw that one up. JD Max, what is up? Spartan Guy, what is up? You see JD Max, you're running the Ford? Yeah, something about that Ford GT, the history of it between Ford and Ferrari, something about it just intrigues me. And they came back in 2016 and I think they won it. And then I saw another video with Jay Leno where he picked up his brand new Ford GT, and as he was out taking it for a test drive, one of the actual cars and one of the actual racers pulled up next to him, and they was monkeying around, and then they showed Jay Leno the actual car that won the race. And they said you can't drive this car, but you can drive the other one that was just on that was just on the road with you. So you should put the chat in your HMD. I tried that before, JD Max. I put the chat above the roof of my car, but all it was a solid gray stream, and I wasn't able to read it. I don't know how to make it small enough to put it inside the car or whatever the case may be, but I'll keep working on it. So, in this race that I just did right here, another the first wipeout was just me not concentrating. And then this race that I just did here, it was me taking a chance. I tried to slip underneath a car at one of the chicanes and I paid for it. So, but believe me, when this when the real race is ready to go, I will not be pulling all this stupid shit because because this is going to be, the real thing as far as I'm concerned. A 24 lap race. Once I start this race, I'm not going to stop. So if I end up crashing 3 laps into the race or something, I'm not going to stop the race. I'm going to, just finish the race. Right now, with me practicing, I guess it's okay. So I've been on about a half an hour. I'll try this one more time, and then I'll go ahead and wrap it up. It said if you're not taking chances, you're not racing. Well, I mean, it's okay to try it in practice, but if this was an actual race, especially like some kind of ranked race or something like that, I don't know if I would have taken that chance because after watching people like the Key 25, I don't know if you know about him. He does a lot of GT Sport races, and he is really really good. I think he's good enough that he could compete in one of those FIA tournaments. Um, there was another guy, Z28 Racing. I don't know what happened to him. I haven't seen him in a couple of months, but the Key 25, I watched him race, and I think he showed me the way that when somebody passes you, um, you don't necessarily have to retaliate right then and there. He also showed me when something's not there, is not exactly worth it to take a chance to try to slip up underneath them. He said, make sure to pick up a crew chief is free. See, all this extra sim stuff that you explain in JD Max, I'm just now learning about it. Yeah, I absolutely love the Key 25. I used to like his, while I liked his videos when he used to chop it up into a highlight reel. He says Z is busy with his IRL. Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, now him, I talked to him a couple of times, and I guess he had got an invitation to go compete in the FIA tournament, and he didn't go, and I did everything in my power to convince him to go, and and I guess like some qualifying here. I think he took a trip somewhere to compete in one of those races and do some qualifying, and he said it was just constant practice, get up, practice, eat, practice, sleep, practice, and he said it's got on his nerves. He said he stopped racing because there's no money in GT Sport. I didn't know he was trying to do it for money. I thought he was doing it for the love. Because when GT7 comes, that's probably going to be where I'm going to be doing most of my racing at. Because I think the game, in terms of the online play, I think the lobbies and stuff like that are going to be a little more organized. So, assuming that GT7 has full VR support, as in VR multiplayer and VR being able to race against a full grid online and offline, that's probably where I'm going to be doing most of my racing. As of right now, for me to get what I need out of sim racing VR, I think Project Cars 2 is the best out of the games that I have at my disposal. So, um, so I'm going to try this one last time, and I'm going to race as hard as I can this race, but I'm going to stay safe. So I guess this race here, the object of it is to keep it on the track. Yeah, his last vids were about the expense and how they need to monetize it. I didn't know that. I mean, when I subscribed to Z28's channel, that's all he did was GT Sport videos. So I assumed that he was doing it for the love. Not only that, he even talked about quitting a couple of times because he was getting burned out. Because he said he felt like he had become so obsessed with GT Sport that he couldn't even focus when he was at work. That all he could think about is what his next video was going to be. So I thought he had a super strong passion about the game and wasn't necessarily looking to monetize it. So, but yeah, let's try this one last time. Um, Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to try to race extra smart. So if I don't end up winning this race, I guess the object of this race is to try to take nice tight corners. And so because I'm flipping back and forth between the game and OBS, yeah, the passion can get in the way sometimes. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. It's all about the passion. I've always had a passion for sim racers and in cars in general. I have a passion for cars in general. So I don't know. I guess I'd have to get into a position where if I ever got lucky enough to have, 15,000 subs or something, I'd have to cross that bridge when I get there in terms of wanting to try to monetize, these sim racers. Yeah, absolutely, JD Max. We got to race sometime soon. It's got to be on anything but iRacing, and that's because I don't want to pay all that money to get on board with iRacing. The $10 for the game is fine, but the subscription fees and purchasing all the tracks and cars and all that kind of stuff, I just want it to be a one and done. So if we hook up, let's do it on. I prefer to do it on Project Cars 2. Plus, I like the tracks a lot better on Project Cars 2. On a set of Corsa Competizione. I'm not really a fan of those tracks because I don't think those tracks really give you a chance to open it up. The track, those races look like a parade rather than a competition. And it's a situation where you got to stay behind the guy in front of you and wait for him to make a mistake and go off the road and then make your move. You down to race on Project Cars 2? Okay, cool. We could possibly shoot for next weekend if you want. My son's going to be waking up here pretty soon, and he's going to be ready to take the computer. So I'm going to do this last race and then sign off. And plus, on top of that, Sick Humor is supposed to be doing. He was supposed to be doing a podcast at 10 o'clock, which I was supposed to be a part of. And I'm going to check in with him after I get done with this race. So let's do this one last time, and let's get a good race in for the road. And once again, I've lost. I lost my doggone racing wheel, so I got to plug that back in again. I got to unplug it and plug it back in. That's getting to be a hassle too. Oh, there we go. All right, let's do this. All right, Lincoln. Let's race smart. Let's race smart. That's the whole key. We're gonna we're gonna take chances. We got to do it when we got room to take chances, and not on these tight corners. Can't take chances on these tight corners. Oh, they got me starting in 7th place. Oh, almost lost it. Just too busy watching the cars behind me. Oh! Whew. How I got through that without wrecking is beyond me. Oh, almost lost it again trying to keep up with those cars in front of me. And I'm going to get a penalty for this. Oh! What is he doing? I'm going to let him go. I think I'm going to pull into the pits this time, too. So I get my marbles together. All right, fellas, come on.
Go, go, go!
Damn, I'm in 12th place. I know I'm going to make up some of that ground when the other cars go into the pits. I do hear a car breathing down my neck, though. Whoa, wait!
Okay, it's your final lap. Go for the overtake if you can get close enough. Brilliant first sector. That's your best so far.
got out of that corner better than I did. Damn it. Ha. Oh shit, I didn't realize I was in fourth place. I didn't realize I was in fourth place. Let me come back to the chat for a second. Grab the controls before I get ready to wrap this up. Controls, 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 where are you? Okay. Oh boy, let me tell you, Shats. JD said go for the podium. Let me backtrack. You said nice. This makes me want to race Shats. Yes, it was white knuckled. That race was white. It was white knuckled. Um, I was making mistakes all over the place. Truth be told, I should have spun out 3 or 4 times because there was a couple of times where I waited too late to get on the brakes, but at the same time, there was a couple of times where I coasted into the corner and allowed a couple of cars to slip up underneath me. So I made a lot of mistakes that race, and I'm fortunate I did not crash, and I'm fortunate that I was able to finish up in fourth place. Uh, And this says, this makes me want to race. Yeah, JD Max. I used to use YouTube, but Twitch is more my place. YouTube is for all my friends. Yeah, I definitely hear you there. But one thing I'm starting to find out about Twitch is like there's certain games that was, this that attracts a Twitch audience, and there's certain games that don't. And like I see like when it comes to sim racing, iRacing is the king of the hill. There is a ton of iRacing streams out there, but everything else is just crumbs. So let's see. Go race then. JD Max. Damn, Lincoln, you're doing great. I wish I was. Go for the podium. I tried. Shats, whoo, last lap. Well done, JD. JD Max said nice. I think I could use some breakfast after that one. So, um, wow, 24 laps of this stuff. This is gonna be fun. And remember, that's gonna be in June, the weekend before the 24 hours of Le Mans. I'm gonna do a 24 lap race. And I'm going to see if I can change the pits to do maybe a mandatory 3 pits. So if I do it like that, then I'm not necessarily going to have to mess around. I'm not going to necessarily mess around with tires and fuel and all that kind of stuff. But that could change. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and boogie on out of here. This has been a lot of fun, and I mean I have really really gotten a sim racing bug going through me. I've been wanting to do monkey around with a lot of these sim racers, and I'm absolutely excited about GT7. I can't wait for that game to come out too. So thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, all that good stuff. And if I can think of something to talk about, then I'll do a podcast later. If not, we'll see you the next time I'm on. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I will catch y'all later. Thanks, chat. Take care.